you were moving around pretty good today.
Yeah, feeling good. Good to get back out here and run around a little bit, and as the days go on, and the weeks progress, keep doing more and more. But I've had a full off season. I've been able to pretty much do everything throughout the previous few weeks of OTAs and workouts and stuff. So it's been nice to run around a little bit.
Would you say you're fully cleared?
Yeah. Yeah. No. Yeah. I've been cleared for everything for a while now.
Greg, you've done a lot of these OTAs over your career. What can you take away from them, and what do you try to pass on to the younger generation?
I think the big thing for the young guys is just getting caught up to speed. Things change, fast from one level to the next, and for them to come in, you're trying to learn a new offense, new terminology. You're on a new team. You're kind of down on the pecking order a little bit, which is different from how you left college. There's so much to the transition, and just getting these practices under your belt for the next 3-4 weeks before we take a break and get ready to training camp. If you take advantage of this time, it makes training camp that much easier. So, just get your legs under you, relax, understand what we're trying to teach, understand what we're trying to do, and just try to get yourself mentally brought up to speed as fast as you can.
Greg, at this point in his career, is it any big deal that Cam's not out there throwing her ball?
It's a situation that we're in, so you can't woulda, coulda, shouldas. It's the situation that we're in. Injuries are part of the NFL. We've dealt with it before, and he has a plan that he's going to follow that everyone feels good about, and when he's back, he'll be back.
How the other quarterbacks look out there?
I thought they look good. It's first couple practices, first installs, everyone's kind of running around like a chicken with their heads cut off. There's no pads. Protections are tough. Guys are blitzing 100 miles an hour, and there's no, it's just, this is kind of a tough way to evaluate. But it's good learning. It's good teaching opportunities to get guys, out here in live action, get their feet wet, like I said. And then when you get to training camp, is where it's a little bit more easy to kind of judge people. But I thought the quarterbacks look good. I think they're throwing the ball, and just keep moving forward.
What's it like watching this bubble go up right now?
It's fascinating. Did you guys watch them putting the sod down? I think that was the highlight of the day. Watching that guy drive that little truck and put sod down 18 inches at a time was mesmerizing. I mean, that was fascinating. And then the machete guys and the rake guys, these guys are serious. I mean, they put 50 feet of, 100 feet of sod width in an hour and a half practice. It was pretty impressive. It was amazing. It's more exciting than practice.
I'm sorry. Just about bigger picture, not having to practice in the rain anymore, though. Like when you see this going.
Yeah, it's gonna be nice. I can't wait. I wish we could use that turf now. It looks ready. I think it's gonna be great. I think it's gonna be a nice kind of level the playing field a little bit. We seem to get rain every Friday, so we're hoping that we now can actually practice in normal conditions.
You were talking about the young guys before. I think you may be the elder statesman on the
Thanks.
roster now.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I appreciate you pointing that out. It's good and bad. It means you've tricked them for another year to stick around, but getting old is not always ideal. It just seems like just not long ago I was one of the young guys and looking at the old guys thinking, I can't believe how old they are. But it is what it is. With that comes a lot of responsibility. With that comes a lot of people, looking to you to set an example and to, show guys how things are supposed to be done and set a standard of how things are expected around here. So it's, there's good and bad.
Greg, how much have the last 2 years worn on you kind of mentally with the injury you've gone through, and how kind of refreshed are you now?
Yeah, it's been tough. It's been a bad 2 seasons. That's just the reality of it. It's been very frustrating. But again, injuries are part of this game, and to go a long time without really having to deal with it and then have it kind of dumped all on me at the same time was kind of a real quick change. But I'm here now. I feel good. I feel ready to rock. I've saved a lot of wear and tear. I haven't taken as many snaps over the last 2 years as I had prior, so maybe that'll give me a little more juice at this part of my career. So,
Greg, you had other career options. TV and all that. What made you want to come up and keep doing this?
I still enjoy it. I still enjoy coming around here and working and being around the guys and busting chops and being around and preparing. I still enjoy the off-season workouts. I enjoy the weight room and the conditioning and running. I still get a lot of that still is fun to me. And I don't know. I've had some cool opportunities to do while playing, and also opportunities to consider about being done. But when it came down to it, I still feel like I have a lot to accomplish in my career. The last 2 years obviously haven't been the way I would want to close out, a long career. So I still have things I want to accomplish personally. Things obviously collectively as a team that we haven't been able to accomplish yet. So there's still a lot of things that I've set out for 13 years ago that I haven't been able to quite to achieve yet. And I want to go out on my terms, and after feeling satisfied with my ending.
Could you talk about those things you want to accomplish?
Obviously playing in a Super Bowl, and now the next step would be to win one. I think getting a little taste of that a few years ago, and being so close. I played in 2 NFC Championship games, losing one, winning one, and now you get to that Super Bowl and you kind of think back, to that missed opportunity word creeps in a lot. But that was a prime chance to do something special that year, and so that's always kind of gnawing at you in the back of your mind. I still think from a productivity standpoint, I'm up there with anybody who's ever played. There's still a few more guys that are within reach that I still think I can beat. Names that are they're at the top of the pedestal as far as who've played this position over the years, and anytime you can put yourself into that category. From a personal standpoint, there's some things I'd like to get back to. My last couple of years playing like I was accustomed to. I think going out with 200 yards would be a tough way to finish when you're not used to that. So, I know what I can do. I just got to stay on the field, and just hopefully this little bone in my foot doesn't keep breaking, because other than that, I've been fine.
What about Hall of Fame? Is that something you think about? In the back of your mind that you're going to do?
All that stuff takes care of itself. We live in a production-based business. At the end of my career, when you look back, whenever that time comes, if I can finish these last years out better, than the last two, I'll be up there with anybody. And I take a lot of pride in that. I think there's a lot about longevity and consistency and all those things that I've prided myself on over my career. I've always said there's a lot of more flashy, fun, celebrating off. There's a lot more. But when you look at the stats and you look at production, I think guys are surprised when they see the names up there.